Hello, children. How are you all? I hope you all are good and doing your work regularly. And I hope you all are writing the questions and its solution in your fair copy on daily basis. So, in this video, we are going to complete this exercise as well as this chapter number 6, triangle and its properties. So, let's start from question number 5. So the question number 5 is a tree is broken at a height of 5 meter from the ground and its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter from the base of the tree. Find the original height of the tree. Now you can see in the picture that a tree is broken from the ground at a height of 5 meter like this. From here till here it is 5 meter, and from here the tree has been broken. Its top touches the ground. Now what is the top? This is the top of the tree. When it has broken, the top touches to the ground, means it's fall like this way and it touches the ground here at point C at a distance of 12 meter from the base of the tree. Now when its top touches the ground, the distance is 12 meter from the base of the tree, means from point B to point C the distance is 12 meter, and this is the given height, that is 5 meter, but it is not the complete height of the tree. Now we have to find the original height of the tree. It means the part which is broken and plus this 5 meter, both we have to find the original height, the total height of the tree. So given that the tree break down and it broke from the point A, let the part after breaking down be AB. So the part remaining after breaking down the tree is AB, this 5 meter, and the distance of the top from the base of the tree be BC. So the BC is the distance of the top where it falls on the ground, and from the base of the tree is 12 meter. Since tree is vertical, so the angle is 90 degree. We will see here the remaining height of the tree is 5 meter and it is vertical. So this is 90 degree. It will be 90 degree angle B. AB is 5 meter and BC is 12 meter. This is given. So you can see it is a right angle triangle as it is showing 90 degree angle. So the side AC is the hypotenuse. So according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square, it means hypotenuse square, will be equals to AB square plus BC square. So AC we don't know, the hypotenuse we have to find here, and remaining two sides we know the value 5 and 12. So we will place the value here in the theorem, and AB is 5, BC is 12. Now 12, the square of 12 is 144 and the square of 5 is 25. So the sum will come 169. Now we have to find the number whose square is 169. So by using the prime factorization method, we will find the number whose square is 169. So the number is 13, and we will cancel the square both the sides. So the hypotenuse means AC will come 13 meter. Now AC is the hypotenuse. This is the part, as you have seen, the tree has broken from point A and the part has fall down on the ground and it touches the ground here at point C. So this is the actually the broken part of the tree. The hypotenuse AC is the broken part of the tree and AB is the remaining part of the tree. So if we add both this part, we will get the original height of the tree. So original height of the tree will be AB plus AC, means 5 plus 13, it means 18 meter will be the original height of the tree. Now the next question is question number 6. Angles Q and R of a triangle PQR are 25 degree and 65 degree. So here you can see angle Q is 25 and R is 65 degree. Write which of the following is true. So we have to identify that out of these three statements, which of the following is true. So in triangle PQR, there are only two angles given. angle Q and angle R, if we find out angle P from here, then we will able to identify whether this is a right angle or not, because the given angles both Q and R are not showing it as a right angle. So we will find first angle P by using angle sum property. Angle P plus Q plus R, sum of the all three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So we have this two angles 25 and 65. So 65 and 25 will be 90. So from here angle P plus 90 will be equals to 180 degree, and angle P will be equals to 180 minus 90. This 90 will come this side, it will become minus, and angle P has come 90 degree. So now we have come to know that angle P is a right angle triangle, and we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse, now which side will be the hypotenuse which is opposite to the 90 degree. So 90 degree angle is P and the opposite side of it is QR. So hypotenuse is QR. So we will write QR square is equals to the remaining two side, the sum of remaining two side PQ plus PR, or we can write RP. So when we will can change the statement and we can write this at PQ square plus RP square is equals to QR square. So you can see from the question, out of the three statement, the second statement is true, which satisfy the Pythagoras theorem. Now the next question is question number 7. Find the perimeter of rectangle whose length is 40 centimeter and diagonal is 41 centimeter. Now you can see this is a rectangle and the length of the rectangle AB and DC both will be 40 centimeter and one diagonal is given 41 centimeter. So let the rectangle be ABCD where length AB is 40 centimeter, breadth is BC and the diagonal is BD. Now if you see clearly this picture, this is a right angle triangle and BC is the height of the triangle where angle B is of 90 degree. So we can see that ABC is a right angle triangle where we have the hypotenuse, this AC 41 centimeter and the base is given 40 and the perpendicular we need to identify. So let's find the BC, that is the perpendicular. Now as I told, all the angles are 90 degree in a rectangle. So it is a right angle triangle. We will apply the Pythagoras theorem because we have the hypotenuse here and the base is here. Only we need to find the perpendicular. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is the hypotenuse. AC square will be equals to AB square plus BC square. Now you can see AC is 41. So the square of 41 is equals to BC square plus AB is 40. So 40 square. Now 41, the square of 41 will come 1681 and which is equals to BC square plus the square of 40 will come 1600. Now we will transfer the 1600 to the another side and it will become negative. And this side remains only BC, which we have to find. Whenever we have to find any term or anything, we need to keep that thing in one side alone and remaining all the terms we need to shift to the other side. So 1681 minus 1600 will be 81, which is equals to BC square. Now as children we know 81 is the square of 9. So we can write it as 9 square is equals to BC square. Now we will cancel the squares both the side and BC will be 9 centimeter. Now the question was asked the perimeter of the rectangle. We have to find the perimeter. We don't have to find the BC, but to find the perimeter we need the length and the breadth both. So that's why we have found the breadth, which is BC. So the perimeter of rectangle is twice of length plus breadth. Length we have 40 and breadth we have found 9. So 40 plus 9 will be 49 and 2 into 49 will be 98 centimeter. So our final answer is 98 centimeter is the perimeter of the rectangle ABCD. I hope this is clear to you children. Now the last question of the exercise is the diagonal of a rhombus measures 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. Now you can see this is a rhombus and the diagonal of the rhombus is given 16 and 13. So first, before we solve this question, we should know the property about the rhombus, that all sides are equal. In a rhombus as a square, all the sides is equal. In rhombus also all the sides are equal and the diagonals are perpendicular, means they intersect each other at 90-degree angle. They are making 90-degree angle at this point O when they intersect. So the two diagonals are given 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. We have to find the perimeter, means the sum of all the sides of a rhombus. So if we find only one side of the rhombus and we multiply with 4, so we will get the perimeter of the rhombus, as all the sides of the rhombus are equal. So we need to find the length of the side of the rhombus, and we know only the diagonals is given, their measurement is only given, that is 16 and 30. So let us consider that this will be 8 centimeter. Why? Because the half, this complete diagonal BD is 16 centimeter. So half of BD will be here 8 centimeter only, and AC, this is the longest one, you can see it is 30 centimeter. Complete AC is 30 centimeter. So half of 30 will be 15 centimeter. So AO will be 15 and BO will be 8. Now you can see this is a right angle triangle AOB, where this O is 90-degree angle and OB is the height of the triangle and AO is the base. So what is missing here? Hypotenuse. And this hypotenuse AB is the side of the rhombus only. So we will apply the Pythagoras theorem here in this triangle AOB and we will find the hypotenuse. If we get the hypotenuse, which is the side of the rhombus, we will multiply it with the 4 and we will get the perimeter of the rhombus. So let's see. This is what 8 and 15. As I told, 8 centimeter. How 8 centimeter will come? BD divided by 2, because complete diagonal length is 16 and the half of it will be 8. And similarly AC is 30. So half of 30 is 15 centimeter. Now in triangle AOB, we will apply Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse is AB square is equals to OA square plus OB square. So AB square is equals to OA, which is 15, and OB is 8. The square of 15 is 225 and the square of 8 is 64. When we add this two, we will get 289. And if you know this, it is the square of 17. Children, you should learn the square of numbers till 20 or till 25 at least. You should know that what is the square of 16, what is the square of 15. You should know it very fast. Then here AB square will be equals to, as I told, this is the square of 17, so we will write it as 17 square. Now both the side we have square, so we will cancel, and the AB, that is the hypotenuse, is coming 17, and you can see AB is the hypotenuse as well as the side of the rhombus, this complete rhombus ABCD. So the perimeter of rhombus will be sum of all the sides. As we know, perimeter is always the sum of all the sides. But it is a rhombus and we have learned that all the sides are equal. So we can multiply it with 4. 4 into AB. So 4 into AB is 17, 68 centimeter. So the required perimeter of this rhombus is 16.8 centimeter. The question which we have done in this exercise, like question number 5, 6, 7 and 8, as well as question number 3. All these questions are very important of this exercise. So you should practice all these questions carefully, nicely at your home, and you should try it by your own. So here children, we have finished our exercise 6.5 as well as the chapter 6 completely. Now if any doubt, you can ask or you can comment on my YouTube channel. Also, you should complete your work on time. There should be no pending work children, and take care of yourself. The next chapter, that is chapter number 7, we will start. So till then, take care and stay safe.